What is going on, people? So I am back with another video. Let's just get into it. Sound like everybody else, right? Uh, this week has been stressful. The uh, last couple of days, I've ran into some issues that have really tested myself and puts me on edge. It makes me worried. For me, uh, I'm used to working a lot, working 6 days a week now. I've gotten into this routine uh, where I just take one day off, and I've been planning my bills out ahead of me and doing stuff not necessarily before I get the money, but spending the money that I have. I wouldn't say in unhealthy ways, but I haven't been thinking about taking care of myself first. I've been thinking about taking care of other people first. And that's just a little bit of the stress that I'm going through. Some of the other stress is my daughter. It all comes back to my daughter. The last 2 weeks, since I've been working almost every day, I've taken Monday off, or I've picked Monday to have my day off. And on Mondays, I still do normal things and I still work. It's just unpaid work because I'm trying to build other avenues of income. So that way bills are a whole lot easier and I don't have to stress. I want to be able to share what I know with the world and not charge anyone. But at the same time, I need money too, just like everybody else. And so with that being said, on Mondays, I've been coming home and just taking care of some stuff and then laying on my couch for a few minutes, and a few minutes turns into a few hours and I'm taking a well-needed nap. So my body's been recharging. Now, the reason why I bring that up though is this is how much of an amazing woman my ex is. I don't know if it's God or whatnot. It's got to be God. I mean, that's the only explanation. But the last couple of weeks, she's actually called me for our phone call instead of me calling her, and I'm in a dead sleep. I won't say that. I'm not in a dead sleep. I am in a recharging sleep. And I've been awoken by that phone call so I could talk to my little princess. And she is happy and healthy and just running all over her room, playing with everything. She likes all things, and she's so smart and intelligent. It is she brings me such joy, so much joy. And the thing that I'm very blessed with is my ex, the mother of my child. She's not vindictive. She has never asked me for a cent of money. She didn't want to take any of my money. Even when we were splitting up, I wanted to give her money to help her move, and she didn't accept that. I wanted to help her move, and she didn't want to accept that, and she didn't want anything from me at all. I won't lie, that broke my heart. I don't know if it broke my heart more than splitting up, because I wanted to give her all the money in my bank account so that way she had the money to take care of our daughter, even though she didn't want to be with me. And it's okay, because now I see how healthy and happy my daughter is. And even though my ex is not with me, I am genuinely happy for her. I'm happy that she found what she was looking for. I don't know she was looking for. And that's the truth. And honestly, at the time too, I don't know if I knew what I was looking for. I knew that, I needed to make a lot of money, so that way I wasn't bound to struggling. I knew money just opened up opportunities. It allows me to do things in life without being told what to do. And that's always been appealing. So I never wanted my woman to feel that, one, my money's my money. My money is not my money. My money is all my woman's, always. Yeah, the way I look at it is I've never dated to just date. Once I make a woman my woman, I think long-term marriage, children, in that order, not necessarily. God has a plan for all of us. I always told myself, if I'm gonna sleep with someone and they get pregnant, I'm gonna stay there for the rest of my life until, one of two things happens. Well, one of three things happen. God takes me out, and that won't happen because God loves me. Two, she doesn't want me. Or three, she tells me to leave. If those last two happen, I'll fight, and I'll fight until I feel like I've lost. And I don't mean physically. I'll fight for my position, because I don't want to ever lose my position in a family. I want to be there. I want to be used financially, not in a negative way, but if I want my child to be happy and taken care of, then that means their mother needs to be happy and taken care of. Now, it's my choice what kind of woman do I want to pick to sleep with, to have a relationship with, to get married to. I've never dated stupid women. I don't believe that there are stupid women, but we all are in different spots in our life, and we allow certain things to happen to us, and it clouds our judgment, right? So if I want my child to be happy, that means the woman I pick, if she wants to stay at home and cook all of our meals, amazing. That's what I want. That's really all I want. But I also want her to have fun in life. That means if you're at home cooking dinner, cooking lunch, breakfast, whatever, I don't require a lot of food to eat. So it's actually pretty simple to feed my butt for a whole week. I can pretty much live off of just chicken and rice and some other stuff, right? Some beans. That takes 30 minutes to do. It's easy. It's so easy to take care of me. But staying at home is a full-time job. It is not a part-time job when you add kids to that mix. It is a 40-hour work week minimum, and that's assuming that you're not doing anything for fun. That's assuming that you're not working. That is just taking care of a household and kids. But we all need to do stuff for our own sanity. And I know for a fact doing everything on my own, I'm pretty good at. But I could be 1,000 times better with an amazing woman by my side to help me in the aspects that are hard for me to take care of. There's certain things that I naturally hate doing. I have to do them either way because I'm alone and I've chosen this life for myself. But for me, this is how my life has always been. I don't bow or break to anyone except for a few people, and it's been a very lonely life. It has, but I've also had some amazing relationships that I see I messed up, and instilled mistrust in those relationships, because I have been a young man, and with a bright future ahead of me, that will make decent money and have a great career, and I have love, I have joy, I have a support system, I have a lot of stuff that I've given up. I've given up at several points in my life because of the personal decisions that I've made. I didn't have to lose all of that stuff, even though where I started was a lot harder than what a lot of people start with. Doesn't make me greater or less than. It just makes me different, with different circumstances and situations that I had to overcome and achieve, just so that way I could be normal. That way I could be just like everybody else. That way I didn't have to have an excuse. When I was in elementary school, I had just gotten off of my nebulizer treatments. I had severe asthma that I almost died a few times. I had to go to the emergency room, and I had to get those. They were very expensive. My dad worked like 14-hour days, morning to night. No mom. It was just him taking care of me, and just so that way he could afford everything. And this man amazed me. We went from not like a trailer to owning the house, to moving back to an apartment, to moving to another apartment, to getting back into a house that was beautiful, then sold that apartment and then moved to the mountains and got into a trailer, a mobile home, right? And then destroyed my family again, and just all kinds of different stuff. But I saw this man fail and achieve, fail and achieve, fail and achieve, and I saw him break down a lot too. I don't think he ever noticing that aspect of him, but I always knew that he had a lot of struggles in life, and I didn't understand them. That was the only thing. I remember one time, it was one of my stepmoms, and this was probably, I want to say, one of the few starts. Actually, this was probably the start of me not trusting women to stick around. I was about 5 or 6 years old, somewhere right around there, maybe a little bit younger. And I had, an accident at a preschool, and she picked me up because she was working full time. My dad was working full time, and she picked me up and bring me home to change, right? And I changed. I was all happy. I loved her. My dad and her had been married for about 6 months at the time, and I loved her son. I looked up to him, and I guess he was into a lot of trouble, so that was probably good that he left, or that they left. But I come around the corner, right, and she didn't see me, and I guess they were just arguing and trying to keep it down. But I saw the tail end, and she grabbed this manila envelope and said, "He's your son, David. He's your responsibility." And she left, never came back again. So I would say, and I love that woman too, but it was just, I've considered every woman, and that's probably my fault, I've considered every woman that has come into my life, not dated, but that my dad's been with, as my mom. As I've grown an attachment to that, and what I've experienced growing up is women coming and going, coming and going, coming and going. But I never let that drag me down. And this is the sad part, because I'm sure that a lot of people don't think the way that I think, and maybe they do, I don't know. I've seen these situations, and growing up with a lot of different struggles, I've wanted to be better and figured out how to fix certain things. Now, granted, am I perfect? No. All I ever needed personally was a chance to put them into practice. There's only so much studying I can do, and without the chance to practice what I know, it's just all make-believe, right? And this is something that I explained to my ex as well too. She thought, I'm not going to put words in, I'm not going to say something that, if I feel like I might get it wrong. But I explained that all I ever needed was a chance to put all of this stuff into practice. I needed someone just to get to know me, to give me a chance to explain fully, because I can explain certain things that have happened to me, but without truly wanting to know why, what happened, where, what, how, and how you came, to the conclusion that I am, then everything else is just lip service, right? But I've seen certain things, and so for the betterment of my child and whatnot, this means to kind of loop back to the first point that I was kind of getting to that led me into this rabbit hole, right? Is whatever my ex wants, she'll get. She's not vindictive, and she never wanted anything from me. She just wanted a baby, and that's what I was used for. It sucks. It sucks. But the good thing is she's a kind, caring, and loving woman that does not have a vindictive bone in her body, or else I would have known. I would have known. And so I have the opportunity now to move forward with my life and operate in a different way. Now that I got confirmation, tying this back to the other videos, that my daughter is my daughter, not another man's, and I know how to take care of my child. It's not the situation I wanted, but happy wife, happy life, right? And this is what I personally think. I don't know if it's true in scripture or not, but this is the only, one of the only ways that God allows men to have multiple wives. Is I'm pretty much married to this woman for 18 years. So if I'm lucky enough and blessed enough to get someone that can accept the situation that I'm in, which is actually really good, because I'm doing a lot of things, and we're keeping everything out of the court system, because there's no reason to go to the court system. If they ever need anything, they know for a fact I'm there. If my daughter needs anything, she's got it. I'll do whatever I need to do within reason, right? Nothing illegal. But this is a blessing. So if God feels that I'm qualified enough to take on another woman and to allow another woman into my life, then he's going to give me someone that I truly deserve. And I'm filled with emotions right now, because I don't like bragging anymore. I used to, but I can feel it. I can feel God preparing my body, mind, and spirit to be the man for a woman that I was meant to be. I have remarkable talents for a lot of things. There's nothing in this world I literally cannot do. I've had looks, I've had drive, I've had aspirations, just a lot of different things. And the one thing that I was missing, that I wasn't missing 100%, was faith in God. I have had religion, and I have studied religion for a long time, and a lot of stuff made me feel uncomfortable. And it's funny, because I keep coming back to Christianity and spirituality. It's a very weird one. It's a very, very weird one, because there's a lot of people that tell you that spirituality is, antichrist and this and that. And it's true. It is a very dangerous field, and I don't ever recommend anyone get into spirituality unless you're prepared for the spiritual fight, because I get attacked a lot spiritually, and it's okay. This is I don't know. I don't know if it's called a creed or contract or whatever, but I prayed to God and I told him that he can do with my body whatever he wants. My mind, body, and soul is his, to do thy will as it was in heaven, here on earth. I will gladly go to hell, and I will use every spiritual weapon here on earth, physical and spiritual, if I can save millions by saying the only path to salvation is Jesus. It's believing in God. Jesus died for your sins, and that's it. I know for a fact I'm going to hell, and that's okay. It scares me, but you know, my life is God's now. I truly do know for a fact that the only thing people need to believe in is Jesus. I know that for a fact. Believe in God, believe in Jesus, trust God's plan. Anytime something's going wrong, pray to Jesus. You know, pray to God. Don't pray to artifacts. Don't wear spiritual weapons, spiritual defenses unless you need them. And this is the crazy part. I don't know. It's just, I'm okay with what happens to me as long as people are able to listen to what I have to say and take from my mistakes and don't do them. Do not do what I do. You know, don't do tarot, don't do artifacts, don't do a lot of this stuff. It opens up portals, it opens up a lot of stuff, and it's a slippery slope. You gotta be very, very strong, very, very strong to keep a lid on all this stuff, and this is demonic. The only thing people need is Jesus. Jesus. Jesus is the only thing people need. Period. God and Jesus. That's the extent of what I know. I am not a pastor or anything like that, but I don't want to get religious, because I am not a preacher. I am not a preacher, and nor do I want to be worshipped. I don't want any of that. I don't want any of that. I just want to tell my story. I will be completely honest. I have never been a liar. Well, no, that is a lie. I have been a liar for self-preservation when I've needed to. But when it comes to someone truly wanting to know about me or what I'm doing or how I've gotten certain things and this and that, I'll be honest. I won't lie. You know, but I am saying this though. A lot of people, they just need Jesus in their life. They just need Jesus in their life. When I was saved, you know, I was gonna sell my soul to Lucifer, and I was preparing my body for it. I was preparing my body for 3 years. Or actually, the demons were preparing my body for 3 years. They got me real nice and fat so that I could feed on it. And you know, they gave me a lot of money. They gave me a lot of stuff. You know, it was so demonic. Anyways, at that night, you know, I prayed to God, and I just said, God, just let her call me so I could get to know her. And I was thinking about my ex, because I was going to, like I said, you know, I was gonna make the decision that I was gonna make, and I thank God every day now that I did not do that. I thank God every single day, and you know, I'm just happy because someone came into my life they weren't meant for me. You know, they were going through their own problems, and and I just prayed to God. I said, please, please, I just want to get to know her so that way I can, you know that my daughter is in good hands. And then after that, I sobered up. Well, I didn't sober up, I was drunk. And I drove home. I got home safely. Nothing happened, thank God. And I went inside. I contemplated a little bit. I kind of forgot exactly what happened. I did a lot of praying, and then, you know, I pretty much told God. I think it was the next couple of nights, I got sober. I got off of everything. And within a couple of nights, you know, I just told God, just come in, destroy whatever you need to destroy, tear them apart, take care of all these demons. You know, my body is yours to do with thy will. You know, I am your warrior. Use me to destroy evil. Use my body, send me to hell, cast me to hell, but allow me to save millions, so that way they can know you the way I know you. It sounds stupid, but sometimes when I talk to God, I hear him so clearly, and it's beautiful. It is beautiful. And that's what I told him. And this is where I go back and forth with possession, demons, God, and religion, because, you know, I told him, I just want people to know you the way I know you. Every time I have just believed in God, trusted in the Lord, everything has been okay. Everything has been okay. When I got ejected from a car at 100 miles per hour, I didn't die. I didn't even break a bone. I had minimal damage that I'm feeling today now. You know, when I severed all of my tendons in my arm, I almost bled to death. And my best friend took me to the hospital to save my life. And this was God working. This was God directly working in my life. You know, when I got my wisdom tooth taken out, I was on opiates, and I was snorting them because I had built up so much of a tolerance from my past drug use that they weren't affecting me. So I had to crush them down just to alleviate the pain now, and I didn't need to. But I could have overdosed, especially with how I was doing it. And, you know, then also taking shots of liquor with it. It's just, God didn't want me to die. God did not want me to die. But I know for a fact, don't do what I do. I am playing with a lot of dangerous shit. Sorry for that. But I'm playing with a lot of dangerous stuff in the spiritual realm. But my mission is not everyone's mission. What I have told God, and it scares me because it makes me feel like a little boy, because I don't want to die. But with my past, with the decisions I've made, I'm going to hell. I know that, and I am ready. But I told him, use me as your vessel to spread your message, so that way people can believe in Jesus, believe in God, and quit all this satanic stuff, so that way they can save their souls. I just want to help millions, and I will gladly sacrifice myself to do that. How I'll sacrifice myself, I don't know. I don't know what God wants from me. I mean, I'm a talker, so I just hope that I'm not spreading a negative word. I hope that I'm not speaking from demons. I pray to God. I believe in Jesus is the only thing that we need. A lot of the stuff that I wear is for spiritual defense. And this ankh was the very first ankh that I ever made for my career. And I stopped wearing it for a gold one that I made with diamonds. I never understood why. I just did what my body did naturally, what I was told to do, what my intuition tells me to do. And then, you know, I had to sell that stuff to pay some bills. And, you know, this was the very first gold cross I ever made. And it's funny because I wanted to put Jesus on here. I wanted to put Jesus on here, but I didn't. I ended up putting 3 white diamonds and my birthstone. And this even seems demonic to me. I don't know. I really don't know. But I didn't. I put Saint Christopher there instead of Jesus. And this was my proudest thing because this was like a symbolism to me saying, look, I'm actually a jeweler. I'm a goldsmith now. Even though this is probably the crappiest cross anyone's ever seen. For me, it's the coolest one. And I was told I would never be a jeweler. I would never make it. And this signified to me that I made it. And now it's I use it not because I pray to it. I don't pray to this stuff. I never have. I wear it because I like it. But now it's just it's weeding a lot of people out of my life that get turned off by religion and faith. That I enjoy it. I enjoy it because when I wear this, people give me looks and they're like, right, or they just want to take a step back. And then I say, all right, that's not a woman I want to talk to, because I'm not here trying to make friends. I'm not here trying to be friends with every dude. I'm not here trying to be friends with all these women and stuff. If I'm talking to a woman and this and that, then ay Dios mío, they came close. Thank God. You know, if I'm communicating with a woman, I'm pursuing you for marriage. And, you know, if I don't see that, then deuces, right? But this will tell me straight away if they are even worth my time. So, I like it. Anyways, enough babbling. It's been 30 minutes. I want to upload this, and, I don't know, I think there's like a tip button or something like that if you guys want to donate. My other vehicle got hit, and I'm pretty broke. So if you guys want to share some, you know, generosity with me, then that'd be great. If not, it's fine. It don't matter. My Jeep will get fixed one way or another. Anyways, hopefully you guys took something out of that. And thank you for allowing me to use you guys as a personal journal. Don't do what I do. Just be better. Believe in God. Believe in Jesus. Read the Bible. And that's really all you need. Yeah, that's really all you need. The Bible will tell you everything that you need. Everything that you need. So, anyways, peace out.